Thank you for stopping. May peace be with you. Got a very, very nice topic today. Had to come outside again. Had to come outside. Can't be inside all day. And it was too beautiful of a day, so I had to come out here. So, yeah, man, I gotta show you this place. I'm walking to a park right now. We'll be there soon. Start in about 2 minutes or so. See how beautiful these trees are. It's so nice. The farther up you go in New York, it is so very nice. The further away you are from the city, the nicer it gets. It feels so good to not be afraid to travail anywhere anymore. Literally, I can go on any sort of private property and people can't say anything to me now. All I gotta do is show them my ID. That's it. It's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. And I'm not suggesting this, but if I wanted to, I literally could hop the train. And they can't give me a ticket. They can't do anything. If they do, listen, I'm going to file one of these forms that Atali showed me, and I'm going to give them a ticket, and then they're gonna throw out the case. That's how it's gonna go. Like, we have so much power we don't even know. Oh man. Listen, I had to pick a beautiful spot. We didn't even reach the park yet, but it's just so serene. But I had to pick a beautiful spot for this video, for this topic. All right, so let's start now. I like starting off of a little song. So I cannot believe I forgot to share my scriptures today. I'm very sorry, guys. I'll do it right after this live stream. I'll put it in the community tab. But please try to follow along. So right now, we are in the book of remembrance of Melchizedek. And we're going to be in chapter 10. And we're starting at verse 117. Now this is very important. I'm probably going to repeat this when more people show up. This is very important. This is so important, bro. And unlike Anoka said, which is the Most High, the Erkadeshi can seem to have anger in the expressions of their grief. And often during the course of the earth, holy people attribute that grief that seems like anger to the Most High, who in fact cannot be angry. And this is because while the Erkadeshi look with eyes of love, they can easily discern spiritual things. And they, being watchers of the presence, desire only for the Most High to be happy and fulfilled as our Father. And their grief is shown forth when they know of his disappointments and despair. And if you guys don't know, the Erkadeshi, or how I used to say Erkadeshoi, they are the holy watchers. This is an Erkadeshi spirit. The sun is, the wind is, the moon is, the stars are, the seas are. And you can see that they are rebelling. Why? Let's read it again. Because they can easily discern spiritual things, and they, being watchers of the presence, desire only for the Most High to be happy and fulfilled as our Father. And their grief is shown forth when they know of his disappointments and despair. So if you, or not really you, but when the wicked, when they make the Most High feel grief and despair, the Erkadeshi, they're just like, oh yeah, I bet. Now we about to make you feel that. And that's why what's happening on this earth is happening. Because the holy watchers are pretty much showing, their frustration, because people are taking the Most High for granted. They're not showing him love, right? And that's what it is. This is very important. It's very important because now we should know, like, how do we stay here on this earth? How do we have a happy life? We need to go through the earth. We're on a physical plane. The earth is our physical plane. She is the ruler of this physical plane. The Messiah, or Matzah, is the ruler of the spiritual plane. And the Heavenly Father, he is the ruler of the souls. And those are the three parts of your spirit. Or not really your spirit, but it's body, mind, and soul, right? Spiritual just means mental. So he's the ruler of the mental. Him and the archangels and all that, they are in charge of the mental fight that goes on. But the mother and the holy watchers, the Erkadeshoi, or the Erkadeshi, they are in charge of the physical fight. And ultimately what happens to your soul depends on the Great Spirit. Shabbat Shalom, brother and fam nation. Thank you for stopping by, sister, as always. So yes, that is why it is so very imperative that the Erkadeshi are able to recognize you as someone that doesn't need to be destroyed, pretty much. Someone who's on the side of the Father and not one of his enemies, not someone who's causing him grief. So That's pretty much what the order is. If we want to stay on this physical plane, then we need to abide by the earthly mother's rules, as well as her angels, the Erkadeshi or the Erkadeshoi. That's how it works. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I need to turn up this brightness. It's going to kill my phone battery. Shalom, brother. Thank you for stopping by, sister. Okay. Yeah, I had to turn up the brightness. I couldn't see any comments. It's going to kill my battery, sadly.
This Labor Day weekend, we're celebrating 30.
Bro, these YouTube ads crazy.
That's 30 years of Bob's discount on furniture, mattresses, and more, with thousands of in-stock items.
Just signing on. I know this video will be a beautiful experience. My ears are attentive. You're so very sweet. I mean, what we already read was incredible, and I'm gonna read it one more time. And unlike the Heavenly Father, the Holy Watchers can seem to have anger in the expressions of their grief, and often during the course of the earth. Holy people attribute that grief that seems like anger to the Heavenly Father, who can in fact not be angry. While the Erkadeshoi or Erkadeshi, I'm just gonna say Holy Watchers, while they can pretty much, so they can experience anger, while the Most High does not, but he does feel sadness and grief. So they want to protect their sweet Father from this, and that's why they act in the ways that they do. Shalom, brother. Thank you for stopping by, sister. Okay. So their grief is shown forth by devouring fires and the tempest winds and the shaking of the earth. And when the waves of the sea coast, and when the waves of the sea cast themselves upon the land, and when the rivers bring floods, and when the rain and clouds withhold themselves, and with plagues of insects and disease. And all of these are not the acts of the Most High. Repeat, none of these are the acts of the Most High. So when you're seeing all of this happening, that's not the Most High doing it. That is the earth and her holy watchers doing it, because the earth is making the Most High very sad, disappointed, and making him grieve over his children. They are pissed, and they want to wipe these people off the earth. And that's how it goes. And I hope this brings a lot more understanding, right? This is so we can understand, the Great Spirit better. And we're not attributing all of these different attributes that it does not belong. Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters of Zion. May the Most High, Yahuwah, grant you peace and blessings on this most beautiful Shabbat. Stay strong, y'all, and abide by his laws and commandments. Peace be with you, my brother, and to the beautiful nation. Thank you, Wakande, for stopping by. By the way, of course, you guys already know who shared the scripture with me. This brother right here. So, shout out to Wakandi. And all these are not the acts of the Most High, but they are indeed signs of the grief of the Holy Watchers, and something they are doing in their grief and despair. And for this reason, the righteous everywhere upon the earth must needs walk a close walk with the Holy Watchers. You must walk a close walk with the Holy Watchers. I shared a video where that native sister, she was talking about how she spoke with the water. The water is about to flood her house. And she kindly directed the water and said, no, you can't flow there. You can't flow here. So I don't know where you're going to go, but, please heed my words, and move somewhere else. And the water did just that. The water listened to her. You must walk close with them. But here's the thing. You can't approach them if you have any of those attributes that are not conducive or not, they don't define any of them. Some of the things are humility, patience, not being too mature. There's 24 of these attributes, and that's how you have a close walk with them. It's not all about physically being around them. That's part of it, but you have to spiritually be around them too. Everything is duality. You must do both. Peace. Excuse me. Shalom, precious family. Peace and love. Thank you for stopping by, sister. Man, this is such a beautiful place. So much green. And listen, guys, the earth has been really weighing heavy on me. And I'm talking about, it keeps contacting me, bro. I sound like I'm crazy. But again, listen, according to, my astrological sign, I have a very close connection with the earth. Spirit animal, astrological sign, or zodiac sign, it all connects to the earth. And I have a very close connection with the earth, man. And it keeps contacting me, making me feel its feelings. So that was the inspiration for this video. So let's continue. This is true. Yes, it's very true. It's very true. Very true. And I hope that I can get more people to see how important the great Pachamama is. See how beautiful she is? Look at all that. Listen, just because she, the oldest creation in physical existence, she still look good in her age. Don't you guys think? She's still looking good. Looks just like where I live. You're right, I get called too. Wow, see that? I hear you, brother. When I say hello to the trees in the morning, when there's no wind, they start to blow, and glad to see you're okay. Here in New York got hit pretty hard. I'm about to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about a sister who I know in Louisiana, right? She knew what they were trying to do. They were trying to do the so-called black people like they did in 2005, right? They were trying to not tell them anything, let the wave come and destroy them, and have, Trump come in and buy up all the land and resell it or invest in it for millions and billions of dollars. They were trying to do them like that again. And the sister, she said it got really, really crazy near her house. But while she was watching outside and the storm was outside of her house, she almost saw a force field protecting her house. Did I really disconnect, bro? I pretty much said that her property would get destroyed. She saw a force field protecting her house, pretty much. So we do not have to worry about this. I was never worried. I'm not going to be worried when it hits again in a few days. I am not worried. She said a force field protected her house. And listen, I live in Yonkers, so it's a very hilly area, right? So maybe that's why the Most High brought me up here. Because I live on a hill. Everything slid right down. Everyone below me caught the business, but, and I feel sorry. I feel sorry for them, but honestly, they would get protected if they're doing what they're supposed to do. So they'll be okay. All the righteous will be okay. The Holy Watchers, they're only sweeping people off the land who are causing the Most High grief. And also people who they don't recognize. So, hey, people, listen, there's many ways. There's many ways that you can not be recognized. For one, you can have a friendly relationship with the fallen or the Dekardarshi. That's how you also not get recognized by them. When they see you need all this damn technology and processed food. When you need it, you that's your God, you worship it. You can't go a day without it. You know, you reaching for your cell phone first thing in the morning. And that's not, I'm just talking. Obviously, sometimes you do so you can check the time, right? Understandable. But I'm talking about it from I can't wait to get on this cell phone. Let me see what's going on. Like, try not using your cell phone and see how uneasy you feel, how naked you feel. That's a problem. It's a problem. I'm not worried either. I will never be worried. And we've arrived, I believe, at this park, or we'll be there very soon. So yes, I am not worried. I'm absolutely 100% okay. Nothing happened to me, just like I expected it to go down, pretty much. You know, because I believe I walk with the Air Kadeshua. You know, I have a good relationship with them. I could always do better, obviously, but I'm trying. So, yeah, we all have to get to the point where we can confidently say stuff like this. And only way you can confidently speak like this is if you're trying your best. We went over that a few weeks ago. Always try your best in everything that you do. You know, I was beating myself up though, because I did miss the celebration of ICAR, even though a sister reminded me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I felt terrible. But to be honest, I am working 2 jobs. I'm trying to leave New York. That's why I've taken on 2 jobs, so I can leave. But now I have 0 free time. And it's to the point where now I'm starting to neglect important things. So I prayed to the Most High that he would get me out of the situation to where I can also have time to study and to walk even closer with the Holy Watchers. I'm also trying to work, on a lot of this tribal stuff. I'm trying to make sure that, all tribal members can get some sort of residual income to where none of us have to work at all. Right? I'm looking into, the different grants that we can get using this Aboriginal title to claim houses. Like, I'm doing it all. To claim land, to build people for the land that they're on, claim a ton of land and then build and charge these same white people who've taken our land in the first place. Let them stay on the land, but now they got to pay us. All that mortgage that they were paying to the bank, yeah, that all goes to us now. That's what I'm working on. But it's hard for me to do that when all my time is is being squeezed. I shut off my phone at night and put it in another room in my house. That's very, very smart. That's very smart. We all should really do something like that, because it's not like you should have it on anyway. It's not like you're gonna miss a notification. So yeah, that's actually a very smart thing to do. Shalom, beloved brother and family. Hey, thank you for stopping by, bro. I was just looking at that book for like the second time since you gave me it. Just a little bit. But I still have a ton of books to make PDFs of. I'll do that eventually. I think this is a golf course. But here's the thing, guys. I can walk on this golf course and they can tell me to leave and I can say I'm not leaving. And they say we're gonna call the police and I'm gonna say go ahead. Then the police are gonna arrive, I'm gonna show them my ID, and then they're gonna tell them, sorry, there's nothing we can do. How's that? So that's what I'm about to do right now. But anyway, and for this reason, the righteous everywhere upon the earth must needs walk a close walk with the Erkadeshi, which is the very definition of righteousness. Which is the very definition of righteousness. You see, our worship goes through the earth. People think I'm crazy. No. This is why our people worship, quote unquote, Mother Earth. Because in a sense, that's how they get to the Most High. That's how they show, you know, that's how they show themselves approved. That's what righteousness on this plane means, is keeping her laws. And that's how you go down the 24 attributes that you need to walk with them. You need to be able to master all of those. And that's how you walk perfectly aligned. Wow, that was close. All love, brother. Hey, no doubt, no doubt. All right, next page. And remember that, and remember all that emotion in creation arises out of love for the Heavenly Father. Shalom, family. All praise to the Most High. Thank you for stopping by. One love. And the Holy Watchers can and do grieve for the burden of Matzah the Lamb. And his burden is not the easiest for the righteous to discern, it being so focused on very present trials and concerns over our daily sins and distresses. And that's something I had a question on. I was just like, well, I would love, you know, to feel what matzah has to do, but I don't really know because it's not very clear about it. And this just explained it. So that was very cool. Shalom, family. Thank you for stopping by. And the Dekadarshi, or fallen, look out with eyes that only look narrowly upon mankind, and their habit is severe judgment, with accusations and ridicule. So anyone who is being accusatory, heavy-handed in their judgments, they're conjuring the spirits of the fallen, whether they know it or not. But that's what they're doing. Let me see. And they have chosen very purposely to hate you rather than love you. And they strongly resent any relationship you have with the man Matzah. And they hate your first two names. And that's what it talked about. It said that we pretty much have three names, two of which we don't know. One, that is, the Most High's name for us. I was just speaking about this. I was just like, he probably has a different name for all of us. And it's true, he does. But it's not just him. The Erkadeshoi, or Erkadeshi, or Holy Watchers, they also have a separate name for you. See, everyone is a unique creation. You don't need to be like anyone else. You are not like anyone else. You are yourself. See, I told you, I'm about to gangster. Listen, I'm about to gangster this land. If they say anything, I might just try to take this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, that's how much power we really have. I'm coming over here, man. I'm coming here with the tassels, with this tribal music. I know they're gonna be scared as hell. All right. And they hate your first two names, and mock, Anoka said, and his designs of your soul. And they are always angry and unpleasant. Beware that they will betray you to your enemies. And be also aware that your trials and your daily walk are made stronger when you have friendly relationships with the Dekadarshi. Do you not hear this, bro? I'm gonna say that again. Beware that they will betray you to your enemies, and be also aware that your trials in your daily walk are made stronger when you have friendly relationships with the fallen. This is why the righteous originally, they didn't have any of the fallen watchers around them at all. Not even in their whole abode did they have them. They never had them. But now all of us do. And that's why I'm declaring, and this is for anyone who will be attending this land. This is not for everyone, but just hear out my declarations. None of our houses will have any of the fallen angels in them. In this particular place that I'm going to speak about later on the live stream, they will not be there. Shalom family, thank you for stopping by, sister. So they will portray you to your enemies. So that sister was right to not have them around when you're sleeping. Because maybe you have nightmares because your phone is near you.
Visit YouTube to learn more about
Oh, it's nasty here. Oh man. Hold on, guys. It's like really muddy and I don't know where to walk. Oh, let me get out of this. It's disgusting. Oh. All right. So you guys probably want to get them away from you as much as possible. If anything, when you sleep, or make some sort of domain where they're not near you, at least for that time being, right? Because you could have negative thoughts literally because they're around. We don't think of stuff like this, but it's very true. Oh my goodness. What have I done? All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh. All right. And also be aware that your trials in your daily walk are made stronger when you have friendly relationships with the fallen watchers. Again, listen, it makes so much sense, bro. It makes so much sense. I honestly think, if I'm being real, I think we should put down the video games, bro. Put them down, bro. Are you not having a friendly relationship when you're engaging in entertainment? I don't know. Maybe I'm being over righteous, quote unquote. I don't know. Just the feeling, though. Just the feeling. But I feel weird. Like, I don't know how this is even defined. I like this piece of rock. All right. And when you have continuous friendly contact with them, it is almost impossible to achieve holiness of heart and to avoid contention and strife in your families and in your communities. And this is why that city that will be in Pisgah National Forest, wherever it's going to be, it will not have any of them there. That is my declaration. See, guys, I was walking, just meditating, just walking alone, just thinking. And again, I was just looking at all this land, right? And I'm looking at how beautiful it looks even here. But I'm thinking, how better can it look if I let pretty much the mother make it? That's pretty much what I prayed. I asked the mother that she prepare our land for us when we get there. That she prepare this city for us within this land. This is what I asked her. And it will be done. And she'll lead us to it when it's finished. And that's also the reason why I did that is because that's kind of how feminine energy is. If a man has the creator energy, a woman has the decorator energy. She's the enhancer. The man creates, but the woman decorates. You know, that's how you have to use the energies. So I'm pretty sure the earth would be elated to do that for us. And we have to trust in them, man. We have to trust. We have to trust in the holy watchers. We have to trust in the earth. And that's what I'm doing. What I'm saying, we don't have to do any of this contractor stuff. I'm going to let her do it. And she'll lead us to it, wherever it is. And that was my prayer. That's what I said to her. It's more than a prayer. It's a declaration. It's a declaration. Do not be fooled, for they are all well practiced and very skilled at asserting their influence into your life with lies and deceits. And their evil is well sufficient for the days ahead. So cling to the holy watchers and your wonderful Savior, Matzah the Lamb, and walk in loving kindness with your heavenly Father. Anoka said, and know this, the ones who have fallen among the spirits of life in creation are not evil in their design, or that is to say, in their creation, because they are not evil because mankind uses them for evil. And they are not evil because mankind uses them for evil. Next page. It's talking about the fallen, by the way. They fell because they found delight in being evil and in being used for evil. And in the end of days, Anoka said we'll be forced to use these wayward watchers to minister to his righteous people. And it seems to be such a mockery of his being. So, that is what he's using to minister to us. He's using these iPhones, the one that I'm speaking to you right now with. He's ministering to all of us with it. That's what he's using. So he has to use them right now for whatever reason. But it's because they've had such a stronghold that's what's being used right now. And the Lord continued and explain, and he said, so for example, Ramtel or coil, which is the burning stones of God, is not fallen because it is used for evil, but it is fallen because it delights to be used to further the influence of sin, violence, and corruption. And when the earth is made new at the end of days, coal will remain in the earth and upon it, but its will not be, but wait, what? But is will, okay, they messed up on this, but is will not be used for evil? I don't know what that's trying to say. And most importantly, no spirit of life in it will define delight in waywardness. And all spirits of life that fell will find no place for those feelings to dwell. And the spirits of the Dekardarshi will be utterly cast off, and they cannot repent, for the opportunity ended in the first 7 generations. Shabbat shalom to all on here today. Indeed. I really hope, listen, it's gonna happen. When I'm gonna be able to actually keep it, the Sabbath on the real day, which is Tuesday this year, it's gonna happen. But I'll still do live streams on today. Okay, let's continue. And it came to be known in those days that a person could plainly know who worshiped Matzah the Lamb. For when Yatzaquad and Kawa left the garden, the Lord taught them to make a covering for themselves out of the inner bark of the willow tree. And they stripped it off and pounded it and weaved it into cloth, or a covering much like a blanket. And the practice of covering oneself with such a covering was done starting with Yatzaquad among all those who worshipped after the manner of the ancients. Stop right there, because now this is going to explain why This is going to explain why the book showed the images that it did. You will find very few tribes today that still use willow bark for clothing. And in fact, there's only one that I know of. There's probably more, but there's only one that I know of. Go look them up. They're the survivors, the last bit of, like, the remnant of the Indians who they were not able to Hispanicize, living in Baja California. I'll get you the tribal name right now. But they still wear willow bark as their clothing. Just give me 1 second. They're called, you can't even see that. They're called the Coco Pa Indians. That's what they're called. That is Cocopah. They're from Baja California. Also, the Kumeyaay people. I think the Kumeyaay people are the ones who live in Baja California. But either way, that's spelled Kumeyyaay. They wear willow bark clothing. Now, please, if you guys can show me what other tribe wears willow bark clothing, please let me know. Listen, this is why I don't, what am I trying to say?
Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. 2 flavors bursting onto the scene.
I don't need my ancestors to look like me. I just need to know that I come from them. That's it. So all that stuff is carnal, bro. It's carnal. Shalom, beloved family. Thank you for stopping by, bro. I appreciate it, as always. But again, I don't need my ancestors to look like me, bro. That's not important to me. You know, I just know they're melanated. But that's it. Anyway. And when the wicked would see anyone passing by who was thus covered, they would stand and tremble, and thus they would pass safely by the wicked. And in this way did the Lord God himself establish that the feelings that give life to the willow would be those which would hide and protect the righteous during all the course of the earth. So why do you think? Why do you think they haven't been touched? Now it makes sense. Because they wear the willow bark. That's why the white man did not destroy them. Because they wear the willow bark. It makes sense now. It makes so much sense now. And when I visit California, I'm gonna visit those people, and I'm gonna get some willow bark clothes. I'm gonna get some willow bark clothes. And when the wicked would see anyone passing by who was thus covered, they would stand and tremble, and thus they would pass safely by the wicked. Oh, I already read that. So next part, we're at Brother of Jared, chapter 13, verse 28. And it came to pass that Shavuot was heralded once again by the sound of a trump upon the earth. And the righteous fled into the wilderness a second time, to depart from walking in the midst of the Decadarshoi and all the devices of their abode. So the righteous left all of them. They threw their phones on the floor and walked out and went into the wilderness for a second time. Listen to what I'm saying. And Semihaza was exceedingly wroth because of Shavuot, and he began to see that his time was short, and he sought out the righteous to destroy them. But they walked with the Erkadeshoi, and they huddled together among themselves in love and in harmony with Messiah, who gives life to all things. And when the slime and filth poured out of Semihaza and his bands of beasts by the acts of sorcery and with the element of wickedness, the earth swallowed it up for the sake of her loved ones. You could precept all of this in Revelation 12. The earth, Pachamama, swallowed up all of its wickedness for the righteous when they escaped into the wilderness. And in those days, the Erkadeshoi knew those who were their own, and they watched and guarded over them. And the war became exceeding great. And the Erkadeshoi obeyed Messiah to perform his 7 great declarations. And it came to pass in the midst of the 4th declaration, Debariel, or fire, rose up in her might in behalf of Messiah. And the kingdom of Semihaza began to be burned with fire, and fire increased, and men were scorched with fervent heat. And it came to pass that there was one who was anointed to call forth the arm of the Lord by the sounding of the trump of Shabuah, in the manner and in the same likeness as Noah called forth the flood. And the Messiah appeared in the midst of all element for all eyes to see. And the kingdom of Semihaza that was established by Nimrod fell, and great was the fall of it. And the one possessed by Melchorissa fell, and his bones were laid bare upon the earth. And the smoke of burning went unto the dwelling place of the Most High. And the rest of the account is written concerning the 22nd community. And it will come to pass that after these things, it must be known that Semihaza and his hosts, after being cast down from heaven, were still upon the earth. And the wicked and the fallen were overcome by fire. And it was according to the same manner and in the same likeness that they were overcome after the flood in the days of Noah. And it came to pass that Aki saw a man standing in the midst of the arm of the Lord. Sorry, it's hard to turn this page. I know it's getting good. And he said, Who is this man, Lord? Who stands in the midst of that which destroyed the wicked? And the Lord said, He is the 4th high priest to walk among men upon the earth, that has been given a name at his birth to hide his vision to protect him. My father calls him Gokerham the 4th, and it is he that walks in truth, and he clings to every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High. And he loves the people of Israel, and he has compassion on them. And he was prepared of God to minister before him and unto the children of Israel. So this person, Gokerham the 4th, whoever this person is, they're pretty much being trained by the Most High right now. So I don't know, we might see someone enter the scene, and I don't know, but we're gonna read on, because I don't know, there's a reason why I feel what I feel about establishing this city in this national forest. And it might be, and we're all doing it, it's not just me. The tribe is doing it, and you guys are helping. So it's not just me, but this is what we're doing, and I'm gonna tell you why. But let's continue. Now it had come to pass in the days just preceding the arm of the Lord, that the element of wickedness was brought before the altar of Semihaza by the vile person whom he inhabited. So, Semihaza is going to inhabit somebody. We've gone over this many times on my channel. They're called the Melchorissa, right? Christians know them as the Antichrist, right? I forgot what Muslims know him as, but yes, he's going to be someone, he's going to be a warlock, pretty much, who is going to be inhabited by Semihaza. Like, you have the Avatar, Last Airbender, and they had that I was about to curse, but that crappy show, Legend of Korra. For anyone who's seen it, they had a good Avatar and an evil one. And that's kind of how it's gonna be. And the abominations of desolations was called forth and established by the intervention of his agency. Now let's stop right there, because the first abomination of desolation that took place with I don't remember the very first one, but I remember the one that took place before, the one that's coming up. That happened with the Greeks during the time of the Maccabees, when they put pig on our altar and defiled our temple. That was the abomination of desolation. But this time, what's the temple? Our bodies are the temple. So what's getting defiled? A person, most likely someone from the children of Israel, will be inhabited by Semihaza. Pretty much. Yeah, I seen that. You're right. The legend Accord is pretty crappy. Shabbat Shalom, family. Thank you for stopping by. Much love. All right. And also it says, and established by the intervention of his agency. Again, you can have intervention of agency in two different ways, in a wicked way and a righteous way. And I kept praying to the Most High, when was he going to gather his people? Like when is he going to, do it? And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute. If anyone can call this forth, anyone can call this forth. So I'm just like, you know what? If no one's going to do it, I'm going to do it. So that's what I'm attempting to do. Multiple people can attempt to do it. Maybe one of us will be right and they'll do it. I don't care who does it. I just want to get out this damn place. So I'm using my intervention of agency, right? My free will to say, you know what? Let's start building this place. And I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about that. Again, it's later on in the chapter. But yes, that's what intervention of agency is. I'm not doing it to draw attention to myself. I could care less about that. I just want to be gathered. If it was up to me, I'd just be chilling. I wouldn't be doing any of this. Trust me, I really wouldn't be. I really wouldn't be. I've wanted to quit many times doing this channel. But the Most High keeps me going. He wants me to keep going. Like, he's going to be sad if I stop. So I got to keep going. So let's continue. Let's start walking again. And every place of the worship of Israel. And Semihaza dwelt there in abundance because of this intervention. Yea, even where there were 2 or 3 of the children of Israel come together to worship after the manner of the law of Aaron. Semihaza was there, and his presence was exceeding terrifying to them. And should they remain in spite of his presence, great calamities would befall them. Now, this is how dumb Satan is. This is how dumb the wicked ones are. Because they'll pretty much... Let me give you an example, because my sister said this, and I thought it was hilarious. They were trying to stop her from going to, for example, let's say Maine, because that's not the real state, but I don't want to put anyone's business out there. So let's say she has to go to Maine to get something that's going to help her, right? That's going to help her, some sort of element or something, right? And Satan keeps sending her people to tell her, oh, you better not go to Maine, something evil is going to happen to you. So, of course, she decides to do the opposite of that and go to Maine. But she never would have had Maine on her mind if these stupid fools would have never said anything. And that's how they are. I'll be sad if you stop too. Oh, come on. I understand that though. I'm talking about a few months ago. And that's when I was going through a lot of, honestly, witchcraft attacks. Because they were just in my head. Like, they were just like, oh, what you're doing is wicked. No one appreciates you. Like, I was just like, what the hell? But yeah, they were filling my head with that. I was going through that. But it was because they did that, I started going harder. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. You guys really want me to stop, huh? You know what? Let me go harder. That's how dumb they are. They make me go harder. Even with the spawning of this channel, when these people are trying to prove that the Israelites only look one way, well, you spawned me. Well, it was really Satan using his minions, but all he did was spawn me. And that's just how it works. He's stupid. The Most High, he uses his stupidity against him, his hubris against him. Satan's like an evil villain who says everything he's gonna do because he's just so hype and insecure that he must tell you his evil plots. He's dumb. You know, that's the Wizard of Oz. That's who Satan is. I understand it's unbearable living amongst the damned. It's like they don't even make any sense. So I want out of this city life. Hey, that's what I'm working on, bro. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on so that we can have a residual income, we can have land, and we don't got to do anything. You don't have to be in their society at all. I'm walking through a golf course like what? Like, hey, what up? I'm here. I'm sipping tea in your hood. I'm in the white folks' golf land, walking around like I own the place, because I do own the place. Okay, so let's continue. And his presence was exceeding terrifying to them. And should they remain in spite of his presence, great calamities would befall them. And it was in this way that Melchizedek sought to destroy the worship of Israel. But instead of destroying them, he rooted out from them finally the law of Aaron, thereby prepared them for the coming forth of the arm of the Lord. And at long last the law of Aaron was utterly abolished from in their midst, never to return. And the bones of an accuser descend into darkness. So he is the cause of his own demise. Even in the Passover, guys, the Most High Spirit did not come down and kill anybody. The demons came and killed them. And we put up a protection against them because they prayed to their demons. Their demons came and collected on them. And anyone who put the stuff on the doorposts, they were protected. That's how it really went down. So the Most High just kind of just sits down and puts up a mirror in front of you or in front of Satan and lets him do it to himself while he stands up high on the mountain. I'm not coming down. I'm not wrestling with you. What do I look like playing in the dirt with you? That's how he is. So let's continue. And thus it came to be that Israel, by overpowering force of sorcery, was compelled to abandon the law, which sprang forth out of the remnant of the builders of the great tower by the hand of Nimrod. A lot of the Hebrew stuff that people do is influenced by Nimrod. People don't know it, but it is. And it came to pass that all those who would of the house of Israel, and their numbers were few at first, found instead the ministry of Gokeram IV, and they found his declaration of Shabuah, to penetrate to the very center of their souls. And those of faithfulness were much moved upon to find, oh shit, bro, it's rough out here. To penetrate to the very center of their souls. And those of faithfulness were much moved upon to find their Messiah standing before them with open arms. When the arm of the Lord was revealed, and their fathers Abraham and Israel rejoiced, and their singing could be heard resounding across the face of Regel, where sheep walk, and that's hills. And it came to pass, when the children of Israel began to acknowledge Messiah, they began to behold the truth of all the ages, and great was their repentance, and profound was their joy. And they walked as one who had found his way home at long last. And their faces shone with joy, and the earth, Pachamama, rejoiced with them. For now, their long journey in a land of a far country was over. And they were come home, and their failings vanished away. And in this way was the vision of Israel at his rock of witness come to the full. And the rocks bore the tithings, and none could constrain them. And it came to pass that just after these things, wickedness and vengeance came to its full, and the arm of the Lord was revealed. So after we're gathered, after we come and repent, that's when it's going to go down. Let's go up this place. That's why me and my family go camping. It's a blessing. You can get away now instead of waiting. The Most High will provide a way for you. Indeed. And that's very true. It's very true. And I've noticed that. Just trust in Him. Trust in the earth. They will provide for you. They're waiting. They're just waiting for you to be brave enough. But the reason why I want to get this land is just so people can feel secure, honestly. Because if I really wanted to, I could just go live on that land right now. They can't stop me. They can't say I can't go anywhere else. They can't do that. I have rights to every single piece of land I step on in the Americas, from Canada to Tierra del Fuego. That would make sense why we need to cross over to Eden. Yeah, indeed. It does make sense. And it came to pass that just after these things, wickedness and vengeance came to its full, and the arm of the Lord was revealed. So listen, guys, you don't have to worry about anything happening. Seriously. But that's only for those who are repentive. Right? This is only for the righteous of Israel. The wicked of Israel are not getting gathered. And it's not anything personal. They just can't. Their wickedness won't allow it. I'm just curious what these fruits are. I can't eat them. I wish I could taste them. But they kind of look like tomatoes. These don't look like berries. They look like tomatoes. But I don't think tomatoes grow on a tree like this. There's a bush. I don't know. I don't know too much about this stuff. I'm not even going to act like I do. But they don't really look like berries. I don't know. Maybe they are. And this is what I was talking about. Verse 43. We're in chapter 13, verse 43. And thus was the way prepared for Gokerham the fourth and all people of the Lord to minister unto the house of Israel. And none among the wicked could agree among themselves. So when it's saying that a way was prepared for Gokerham the fourth, that's why I'm just like, you know what? Maybe. Now, if this is not it, then cool. Is this a leche tree? Are you kidding me? Bro, they get everything, man. If birds not eating, you shouldn't. That's true. That's true. Thank you for that. I forgot about that, but that's true. So if this land is that, then cool. But again, listen, I'm just telling you what I feel. I feel like the earth has been contacting me and letting me know this. Right? So I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. And just be on the lookout for it. But either way, this is still just somewhere I want as a safe haven for us. A place that we can go to, because the Most High doesn't need us, in a position where we're constantly, trying to scavenge for stuff. Some of us cannot afford land to start growing stuff. I can't, and that's why I'm trying to get it. We don't. So what is the solution, right? Because right now, 90% of the food, and that's probably not an exaggeration, is all genetically modified. It's fake. It was made in a lab. So why am I going to keep eating this food that's going to kill me when the Most High is giving us a way to liberate ourselves and give us some leeway so that we can emancipate ourselves, get our own land, right? And I'm not just talking about getting a little piece of land. I'm talking about getting a national park. It's actually easier to get a national park than just to get land for free as reparations. It's easier to get a national park because the national parks were made for that. So that's why I'm just like, listen, this seems like this is it. And I asked the Most High, well, what do you want me to call this city? Because again, the whole land, we're gonna try to get a large piece of that Pisgah National Park. A large piece of it. The same way other tribes have gotten large pieces of national parks. It's the same way we plan, the Eastern Yuchi Creek tribe to get a large piece of that land. But within that land, I've asked, the earthly mother, Pachamama, to make us a specific city. For those who want to keep Shabua. Oh yeah, birds are eating that. So I guess it is a berry. But I asked her to make a specific city. So you could be on the outskirts of the city. The city is gonna be a small piece, right? The rest of the land, you could do what you want. But in this land, we're gonna be serving the rules of the earthly mother. We're establishing the laws of Shabua. We're doing all that. So that's what the purpose of it was. And I was asking the Most High, what should I name the city? And I came up with a bunch of different names, but it didn't feel right. And I was just like, wait a minute, if the earth is going to protect us in these last days, why not name the city of the earth, or the city of Pachamama? And I was like, yeah, that's the name. So that is what the city will be named. And it will be a protection for us until the official gathering begins. Whenever the Most High decides to begin that, whenever he decides to raise up, his real prophet, not people calling themselves prophets, I have not been notified of anything. So that's why you will never catch me saying anything. But I will say that this is what I'm declaring, and the Most High hears the prayers of the righteous. He hears our declaration. I asked him, when are you gonna do this? And he put it in my mind, you do it. And I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll do it then. So that's pretty much what it is. City of Pachamama sounds like a great name. Yes, it does. And not only that, afterward, I looked up the gematria for it. And it literally has the same value as earthly mother. It also has the same value as what I call the Most High, where I say Hatun Apukuya, right? Because Hatun means great. And Apu means like quote unquote God. And Kuya means intense love. So that's it all connects with that. Also connects with a few other things. But the reason why I thought about that is because a brother actually sent me some of his gematria he was doing on Pachamama. And I remembered that, and I was like, what if I just do this? So yes, that's what the city will be named. That's what the purpose of the city is for. And if anyone wants to go on the land, I know is going to be something that people are going to worry about. But if any unrighteous person goes on the land, I'm declaring right now and forevermore that anyone who sets foot on whatever piece of land, whatever city that is that's being constructed right now, from the prayer that I said last week to the earth about it, whoever that is wicked of heart steps foot on that land will be swept off that land. and only the righteous will be able to set foot and stay on that land. Particularly the ones who are keeping the religion of Shavua. So you have nothing to worry about at all. Because anything that's affecting you negatively, give it to the earth. The mother will do it for you. You know, as a child, you say, hey, you know, that kid hit me. You think a mother is not going to want to beat the hell out of a child? Listen, mothers, they get down, bro. They'll, like a father, they'll be upset, right? But they'll think of the consequences of doing that, and they'll be like, they'll find a different way around it, right? But with a mom, she just might overreact and do something for the love of her children. And that's what we need. We need protection, right? And we need it now. And that's what we're gonna get. Trust in the mother. Trust in the mother. She is your mother. Treat her like it. You know, listen, even in her old age, she's still looking good, right? Come on, man. How many people she fed? She's still spry. Look at this. Oh yeah, don't mess with my son. See? I told you. Listen, man, my mom was crazy as hell. My mom was crazy as hell. She ever found out a kid bullied me, she would go up to the school as soon as I said it. Like she was that type. And she would literally go up to the kid and put her finger in his face and say, if you touch my son, I will do something to you that you and I will regret. Like that's the type of person she is. She did that to my teacher one time when she said some slick shit to me. When she was just like, wow, like I didn't expect him to be so good at articulating. You know, I know it might be hard because of his upbringing. And she was just like, what? Man, she turned up so fast on that teacher. And she did it in front of my class because I told her what she said. And she came to the school with me and did it in front of my whole class. So I remember stuff like that. That's how my mom is. That's how most mothers are. So the same way how you could depend on your mom for everything. And listen, I don't even speak to my mom, but I still love my mom, right? I still love my mom. So I still understand. You know, I still understand. Let me see, did I have anything else to read? Oh yeah, I have one more verse to read. My mom was like that. Yep. And it came to pass that only those who began to be gathered unto the likeness of the holy city of Enoch could agree one with another. For they were of one heart and mind, and they were the only people who were at peace with one another. But among the wicked there was darkness and violence. And this was so because when the arm of the Lord was revealed, every human soul could behold him in all element. And he was ever before their eyes. And the wicked were thus compelled to accomplish their sins in their agony of being in his presence. And the wicked were thus cursed with great pangs of guilt while in the acts of their sins. So that's all I have for my notes today. We're establishing this city, bro. Maybe Gokar Harem IV will attend. See, my sister and I, we have an inside joke. I said this before, but like there was this, all right, it started when that dude Jahi on YouTube, Children of Israel out here, you know, he was saying how the next quote unquote King David or Messiah, you know, he's gonna be a Mexican. So we were just like, damn, like he gonna be roasting tamales in the wilderness, saying, oh, it's the children of Israel. I know you guys are hungry from your long journey. We be making jokes. But yeah, hopefully this city will suffice for his ministry and the gathering. It can take place. Listen, nothing's gonna happen until someone does it. That's how the Most High works. Nothing happens unless it's done through the intervention of man's agency. That's one of the two rules of creation. It's in the beginning of Brother Jared. And it's also, it's in one of the chapters, I forgot. But yes, nothing gets done unless it's that way. Hold on, did I bring my shofar? Yes, I did. I'm about to piss these white people off, bro. Oh, let's do this. You ready? That feels good. All right, I'll let them off the hook. My daughter's teacher said something slick. I called her on the phone. She tried to fix it before I got down to the school. Yo! That's how it get down sometimes. That's how to get down sometimes. Yeah, it is. You gotta get down that way. You gotta show them who's not playing. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I'm supposed to be leaving this park, and I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully I'm leaving this cul-de-sac.
When you eat,
Hold on 1 second, guys. I have to catch my breath. These hills are so steep. Yeah, I was CG fire. Oh my gosh. Listen, gotta love mothers, man. Gotta love mothers. You need that energy, bro. You can't be logical all the time. Sometimes you just gotta get it cracking. You gotta respect that. Wait, you guys see that? No trespassing? Yep, don't apply. Whoa. I hope I'm not in someone's backyard though. I probably am. Damn, what the hell? I walked in a rich area. They on top of the highest hill. I like the music. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have to give me a second to catch my breath. Listen, this is a beautiful place, man. You see a lot of megalithic rocks up here in Yonkers. You see a lot of really, really old buildings that I know they didn't build. It's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of sunken cities, sunken buildings. It's just too much, bro. It's too much. All these churches are built on this weird material. But you wouldn't be able to tell this stuff because it's real hood up here. At least in the area that I'm talking about. So something, it's almost like a war went down here. If I'm being real, some sort of war went down here. You guys already know the war I'm referring to. All right, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna have to get off in like a good 10 minutes or so because I really don't know where I'm going. And I don't want my phone to die and I'm stranded out here in Get Outville. These people living it up on our lands, they need an eviction. They do. But listen, we don't gotta evict them. That's the best part. You see, I might claim the lands, but they might not even know that we've claimed the lands. That's the best part. Like, I want to take it from the banks. Take it from the banks, let them stay on the land. But we taxing the hell out of you. I'm raising all your mortgage bills. I'm not playing. I will do that. You hear this? Oh man. I wish you could smell this place, man. This is what I'm talking about, guys. They have a lot of rocks like this. Big ass rocks. Everywhere. Like everywhere. And if it's not churches, it's rich people who build their house on top of these. And I'm not talking about like just people who have money. I'm talking about wealthy generational family money. Yes, let's claim our lands back. Hell yeah. Listen, we gonna make this happen, bro. This is only the beginning. It's only the beginning. But again, as soon as we are comfortable, we're not working no damn 9 to 5. I'm just curious. I feel like I have to see. Private road, no trespassing. You see that? Don't apply to me. Let's go. This is what you can do when you're not a federally owned tribe. You know, our brothers over there in places like Oklahoma, yeah, their chiefs made them take a garbage deal because they're either greedy with money or they're not our people. They're chiefs. And the rest of the Indians are broke, hungry, and starving. They have land, but they have nothing. They have crappy land you could barely grow anything on. You know, they're scraping for pennies. They're probably down bad, worse than so-called black people. And I'm going to, listen, when I go out there, I'm going to officially affirm that for all of us. I'm gonna do interviews and all that. What song is this? Let me see. Damn, I couldn't even tell you. But it's in my native mix, part 6. I'll put the whole playlist in the community tab when I finish this video. But I couldn't tell you the exact song. I'm sorry. I don't feel like walking up here, man. I'm gonna just go down. I'm gonna just try to go back home. I don't know. Maybe my spirit told me not to go there. Because even though I have an ID, that's not gonna stop them from taking out a damn shotgun and shooting me. They'll be pretty dumb to do that, though. I'm on a live stream. They'll all go to jail for that. So another storm is supposed to hit me in 3 days. My birthday is on Monday, so it's a great birthday gift. It's a great birthday gift. What do they call it? Hurricane Larry. Yeah, it's supposed to hit even harder than the other flood did. But do I care? No. Why don't I care? Because I walk with the Erkadeshwa. I walk with the Holy Watchers. They know who I am. They know who you are. Right? They know who you are. You're fine. Just watch the show. Grieve with them. Understand their feelings. Understand. Every time the earth gets in contact with me, I feel that she misses me, but I also feel her pains. I feel the pain that she goes through, the sorrow that she feels for her children, right? For all of her children, but mainly like her children, like the children of Israel, us, right? Bro, I don't know why this thing keeps disconnecting, but I don't even know when it stopped. So I'm gonna wait for a second. Larry? I'm gonna wait for a second. All right, is everyone back? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pay more attention to the live and reconnect it when it buffers. But I was saying that, and I'm trying to get financially free. Once I could do that, then I will get the land. But first, before then, I'm gonna have a lot of free time, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of studying. Not just the laws of the books of remembrance, the laws of Shabuah, but also, U.S. government laws. I'm pretty much gonna be doing lawyer training. I have to learn the Indian country laws because they want to make me into a chief, so that I can know what I'm talking about when I'm going, to these places and saying, yo, we want land. So that's what I'm being trained to do right now. But my primary focus is to get me free and get the rest of the tribe free, because they have a lot of information. They can utilize their free time in incredible ways, but they just need to be freed from this wage slave system. But yes, I don't remember what it was called. I thought it was Larry something, but it's coming on the 9th. All right, so it's coming sometime next week. It's supposed to, it's like a category 3 or something like that. Listen, I'll be okay. I'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, listen, like some of my plans was to pretty much take houses. I wanted to start taking houses, foreclosed houses. Now I wasn't gonna take anyone's house. I can do that if I wanted to. Like, honestly, we really could do that, but that's not what the tribe wants us to do, and I don't feel comfortable doing that either way. I'll take the land and I'll tax them, but I wouldn't evict anyone and put them out on the street. Like, I'm not like them. I'm not gonna do them like they did us. I'm not them. We're not the same. So I'm not gonna act like them. But yes, so I was planning to start getting houses, foreclosed houses, and pretty much rent them out. And keep doing that until we gather a whole tribal residual income. And then we could dish that out evenly among all the tribe members. And just keep getting houses, keep doing that, and just build that way. I'm dead serious about this stuff, man. I'm not just doing this for me, I'm doing this for all of us. These disasters are for our protection. They will be too busy to threaten us. Oh, my speaker is about to die. No, seriously, it's true. They won't be able to, but, just for insurance, because I feel like the Most High, the earth, they're telling me to do certain things for a reason. They're telling others to do certain things for a reason, right? I got my little sister looking into, the social security number, all that stuff, right? The fact that we're debt slaves and, they're trading our social security number on the stock market. you know, how to reclaim it. It's all that. Like, we're really building right now. So my focus is to get us more time to build, so where we can be comfortable. And I want this for all of us. I really do. Great idea. I've been a landlord for over 25 years. It is great. See? It's very great. My grandmother, she was a landlord over 3 apartments and she did not have to work. Literally. Imagine if we take a whole building. We take a foreclosed building, we fix it up, and we pretty much rent it out. Right? Oh, there goes my music. So, party's over, guys. Any last closing statements? And I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna have to find my way back home. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Hopefully this is not another dead end that I've been walking down for the past 10 minutes. That would suck. But if you guys don't have anything else to share with me, I guess I'll catch you next week. And I really wish I could make videos right now, but when I'm working, I work at home, but I'm still working 2 jobs, which is really annoying. But I need the extra money right now so I can leave. I'm trying to leave New York. I don't want to be here. I feel like this place is about to go under. So I'm trying to dip. And, anyone who lives here, the Most High will protect you. I'm not saying, oh, like New York is going to go down, better leave. No, I'm being led to leave. You might be led to leave at a different time, or he might let you stay and protect you. Either way, how it goes, right? But yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, brother, be careful. Shalom, Thakuma. Hey, what's going on, Chief Atali? Thank you for stopping by. Got here at the end, though, but Shalom, bro. In fact, I'm going to give you a call right after I end this. So we're going to talk for a bit. But yeah, we making major moves. Chief Atali, Eastern Yuchi Creek Tribe. That's my bro. We about to make some big things happen. But anyway, I'm going to catch you guys next week. May peace be with you.